This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Hello and welcome, everybody. High school basketball is live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. One of the best days of the season. Regional final Saturday. Teams moving within one win of the state tournament all over the place across the great state of Oklahoma today. And we've got two really fun ones at John Smith Fieldhouse in Del City, Oklahoma. Starting first on the girls' side, the two-time defending 5A state champs, the El Reno Indians, taking on the Del City Lady Eagles. It's going to be a fun day of hoops. Josh Calloway on hand alongside Dion Amade. Dion, good to see you again. You're back for another you come in for the good ones.
Yeah, I see. That's what I'm talking about. I come for the good basketball games, so that tells you, listeners, if you're watching this and you're hearing my voice, we're going to see some good basketball.
Absolutely, and we're set up for that. You know, we have 4 girls games about to tip off on OSN and 4 boys games later at 7. All of them feel like coin flips. I mean, you have favorites. Obviously, if you're hosting for a reason. But, man, these are a lot of really good games, and Del City's had a tremendous season. El Reno, not quite as talented as normal, but still two-time defending champs in 5A, Dion. They're unbelievably well coached, Coach Douglas. They're going to be a tough out. And it's going to be a fun game today. And, you know, most people understand the format. These are not elimination games today. You will move on. Everyone's moving on to next weekend, regardless of what happens today. But the winners are in far, far better shape because if you win today, you've got 2 shots to punch your ticket to the state tournament next week. If you lose, you got to win 2 next week. So it's a very different path forward. You want to win your regional. That's what these 2 teams are trying to do here today.
And both of these teams know that. You're talking about 2 schools, especially the girls' side, that are, you know, have that winning pedigree, have that championship experience, maybe not from the player standpoint, but always from the coaching staff, and they know winning these games are very important because putting yourself in a better situation and a better path to winning a state championship all starts here.
No doubt about it. Jordan Ray and I talked about it last night. You know, of the 8 teams that make state, we conservatively guessed like 6 are regional champs. And really, it's probably closer to 7 or even all 8. So the teams that make state win your regional the vast majority of the time. So that's what's on the line for these 2 teams tonight. And it should be a lot of fun, both the girls' game and the boys' game that we'll have later that we'll set the table for, obviously, later on in the day. All right, we're going to step aside real quick. They're going to have national anthem, that sort of thing. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, and we'll have basketball. El Reno, Del City, 5A Girls West Regional Final coming up next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
All right, back at John Smith Fieldhouse. Josh Calloway, Dion Amade, just moments away from getting this 5A regional final started. The El Reno Indians and the Del City Eagles. A lot on the line here this afternoon in the 5A postseason, this final day of February. I want to make sure we thank our banner sponsor helping us bring you Mid-Del playoff basketball, which is Whataburger on Douglas. Whataburger's new Whata deal has big flavor for a small price, like the Big Ranch Wrap, premium Whata chicken bites, or bacon cheese Whataburger Jr. Try one today at Whataburger. And, of course, our title sponsor as well, helping us bring all these playoff games to you, which is the Between the Lines Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball Podcast with Coach Vic and Tony Johnson, delivering thoughtful analysis, in-depth conversation, and meaningful coverage of programs all across the great state of Oklahoma. Starting lineups for this afternoon's game, the first of two here at John Smith Fieldhouse, are presented by Precision Nutrition. Precision Nutrition for all your nutrition needs in one shaker tea. Come to Precision Nutrition at 4603 Southeast 29th Street, number 105 in Del City. Order over the phone at 405-672-0999. First for El Reno, of course, will be the visiting team here today. Number 2, Juliana Thomas. Number 4, Aaron Roman Nose. Number 5, Hallie Ferguson. Number 10, Laney Wright. And rounding out the freshman guard, number 25, Jada Richardson. El Reno is coached by Jennifer Douglas and come in at 14-9 on the season. And like I mentioned off the top, are the two-time defending champs in 5A, going back-to-back last year, the final year at the Big House. As for Del City, starting 5, the usual group. Sasha Hunt-Smith, number 3. Number 10 is Jakaya McAllister. Number 11, Kamaya Morgan. Number 24, Tori Moore. And number 32 is Sanaya Bonds. The Eagles 21-5 on the season, coached by Mariah White, have had a tremendous year. Number 2 in District 1, El Reno number 3 in District 2. They each won their regional openers on Thursday, and now they collide today, trying to become a regional champion and move within one win of the state tournament at the brand new OG&E Coliseum in about a week and a half's time from now. So we're about ready to go. Should be a fun day of hoops. We'll have the boys' final tonight at 7. That's Del City taking on Noble this evening. Dion and I will bring you that one. Blake Unruh on camera for us. Should be a fun day of hoops. Big games here. Like we said, not an elimination game, but, man, your path to the state tournament is much, much easier if you can win this game as opposed to lose it. So a lot on the line here today for these two squads. El Reno in the road navy blue with gray numbers on the front and back. Del City in the home whites, black numbers on the front and back, and we're underway. Appreciate everyone being with us on OSN. Early look at a 3 for El Reno is offline, but a whistle and a foul away from the ball, and they're going to ding, it looks like Jakaya McAllister, number 10, for one early on the Eagles.
Always intrigued to see how these girls get this game started off. Very important, especially in these playoff games. Early jitters are normal. Oh, yeah. Early fouls, hurrying the process of the offense. See who gets a good, quick start to the game.
Allie Ferguson has it here for El Reno. Off to Aaron Roman Nose. Turnaround shot offline. Roman Nose, a senior. This is a fairly older team, even though obviously lost a lot from last year's championship group. Bonds with a layup, and Del City on the board first as the Eagles fly right down the floor and get a bucket.
Yeah, very senior-led group. 3 seniors
to
start this game for El Reno.
Hunt-Smith gets a turnover. Eagles quickly back the other way again, playing their hair on fire to start this game, but not able to finish the layup, and now another kind of cheapy foul on the Eagles. There's 2 early, like you said, in the first 50 seconds here against the home squad.
Yeah, one of those situations in transition, just not enough touch on the shot.
Yeah.
And then, again, just a costly foul, not necessary at all in that situation.
So Reno has it back. Early lead for the home team, very early, just a bucket, 2-0 in this 5A regional final. Thomas, nice feed off to a wide open underneath, getting the easy layup there. I think that was Laney Wright, number 10 it was, and El Reno's on the board.
Yeah, Thomas with an excellent dish. Good job penetrating and finding the open man down low.
Bonds on the baseline. Out to Hunt-Smith. She'll shoot from anywhere. Does so here. Back iron, no. Long rebound out to Morgan. Del City a second look. Off to Hunt Smith again. A little hesitation. She'll give it up. Long pass across to Kamaya Morgan. Somehow got it to her. Left-hand layup. Not going to go. Bond's able to tip it out, though. And so a third try here for Del City. 2 offensive rebounds on this possession. These big games, offensive rebounds are gold. Bond, turnaround shot, not going to roll home, but there's another one. And Kamaya Morgan gets fouled. So 3 offensive rebounds on that possession alone for the Eagles.
I was just about to ask you, was that 3 or 4? Because,
Yeah.
I mean, they were doing a good
Piling them
job
up.
of being very physical on the boards and being aggressive and batting it back and finding the open man. Second chance opportunities, more like third, fourth chance opportunities.
No kidding. First one offline for Kamaya Morgan at the Toonie Buys Houses charity stripe. We buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046. Toonie Buys Houses. Split the trip there for the Eagles, so they're back ahead by a point. Just early going in this regional final, 2 minutes in. 2 schools that are very familiar with each other. El Reno's not one of our schools, Dion, on OSN, but if they feel like they are, because we see them in the postseason, both girls and boys, every year. And certainly the case again this season on the girls' side. Scoop layup doesn't go. El Reno boys actually knocked out yesterday.
Oh, wow.
In a thriller by Bishop McGinnis. Very weird to not see them playing on regional final Saturday on the boys' side.
Great move just a second there by Thomas in the paint. Just couldn't finish, but they do get the rebound. And another possession.
Roman Nose in the corner. Able to give it up. Pass deflected by Sasha Hunt-Smith, who just plays with so much energy. Pass ahead. McAllister's layup won't go, but she draws contact, and she'll go back to the line. Sasha Hunt-Smith, a senior, playing her final game on this floor, where she's played a lot of meaningful games. You know she wants to go out a winner. Last home game in her home gym. A couple of free throws here coming for the Eagles with Jakaya McAllister. First one will drop. Make sure we thank our first quarter sponsor, which is Scrambled. We're starting this game the way you should start your day, with Scrambled. For breakfast or brunch, try their chicken and pancakes, deep-fried French toast, 1742 Northeast 23rd Street, Suite A in OKC. Call them at 405-900-5972. Another offensive rebound off the missed free throw for Del City. That's an early storyline. 3-ball for Kamaya Morgan, too strong. Only a few minutes in, Dion, but already, if you're Coach Douglas, you're saying we got to find a way to cut down on the offensive rebounds. 3 in the corner for El Reno, high off the glass, offline. And we're actually going to get a tie-up here, and the arrow will give it to Del City, I believe. Yeah, Del City.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see by the way things look on the floor, Del City definitely has, the height advantage and the size advantage over this El Reno team. So they're going to have to find crafty ways to get some rebounds, or at least, get some shots up and knock them down, because it doesn't look like they're going to get too many second chance opportunities.
Here's Sanaya Bonds, who's such a good rebounder for the Eagles. Can't turn around and finish that there. Good contest by Roman Nose. So a bit of a clunky start offensively here, like you kind of noted. Maybe a little bit of nerves playing a factor. Biggest game of your season by far for both teams. Turnaround shot for Roman Nose, not going to go. Hunt-Smith pulls down the board. Always cracks you up how many rebounds she gets at just 5'4". Always one of the smallest players on the floor, and yet she gets tons of rebounds. Does so again there.
Great hands by Bonds defensively down there. Does a good job of ripping that thing away from Nose.
And McAllister's going to draw a foul again here. So Del City doing a really good job. Shots aren't falling, but they're getting to the line in this first half of this first quarter. It's a third early foul on El Reno.
I mean, we've had a lot of action in this ball game, and I just
despite it's 4-2.
I looked at the scoreboard. I was like, wait, it's only 4-2?
Yeah.
I thought we had a lot more points than that.
McAllister knocks down the first one at the Toonie Buys Houses charity stripe. A couple of subs the first time for El Reno. As into the game, we have number 15, Adriana Halfred, a senior off the bench, and number 30, Maya Robles, another senior off the bench. Pretty old El Reno team, lots of seniors.
If they keep fouling the way they do, we're not gonna see just 2 people come off the bench. They're going to have to really get into the depth here. Got to stay out of foul trouble.
Eagles sticking with their starting 5 for now. Oh, I say that. Scratch that. Sanaya Bond subbed out. Mackenzie Smithers 15 in. Almost a turnover here as Reno does a good job just to keep it. And there is the turnover. Intercepted by McAllister, but she'll fumble it out of bounds. It'll stay at that end with Reno. Both Del City girls and boys will see the same thing later, Dion, in the nightcap. Really, really aggressive defensively, and that's obviously who we saw when you came to Newcastle, Del City with me, but nothing easy. No pass easy. Getting up the floor is not easy. Full pressure for all 32 minutes. That's how they play, and there you go, another turnover.
Everybody at Del City plays defensive, even the coaching staff on the sideline. We
Yes,
saw the boys coach get into
Coach
the action
Chavis
a little
Smith,
bit there,
very
too.
active. He's one of the more energetic coaches on the sideline that I personally have seen. And he'll be doing that later, best believe, in a huge game against Noble tonight. Should be a fun one. Hunt Smith on the wing. Gives it up to McAllister. Del City, an early 6-2 lead. Mackenzie Smithers, rocket pass underneath to Morgan. Turnaround shot, tried to bank it, no. But another offensive rebound again. Got her own miss. And a second chance for the Eagles once again. McAllister down the baseline. Floater not going to fall, but she gets hip checked and a foul here. It's going to send her back to the line once again. So Del City's just living at the line right now, and that's certainly been the difference, really, in this first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's the second time McAllister has found herself on the baseline there and kind of floating. Instead of using the backboard, she has to find a way to get her back to the defender and get access to that backboard because that's a nice spot. It's a good move. She just has to execute, but she is knocking down free throws when she gets to the charity stripe.
Lee just kind of slowly dribbling out a little bit further. It's now up to 6 as McAllister makes it a 2-for-2 trip. And it's 8-2. Eagles, an immediate turnover right to the rim. Can't finish it, though. But guess what? Offensive rebound for Del City. Every trip down resulting in multiple field goal attempts. Here's a floater for Hunt Smith. High arcer. Doesn't go. And finally a rebound for Reno. That's a turnover, though, as taking steps there was Halfred.
I tell you what, Josh, if this team for Del City would do a better job. They're doing an excellent job defensively, excellent job crashing the boards. Just take a little bit of time and show a little finesse off the glass. They would be up by double digits by now.
Yeah, they've overwhelmed El Reno in this first 5 minutes. Very similar to what they did against Guthrie on Thursday. Just made it so hard for Guthrie to even get across half court. Led to so many turnovers and transition buckets. We've kind of seen that. They haven't been able to finish it, but they've been getting to the line. Here's Kamaya Morgan firing away from 3. Offline. Offensive rebound, though, out to McAllister again. Handoff to Morgan, who puts it home. Good feed from McAllister to Morgan.
Great job when you're unbalanced, getting it to the person in the last minute. She gets an easy 2 points.
10-2 lead for the home squad. Somehow getting all the way to the rim there was Halford, but she couldn't finish with the left. Ball trickles out of bounds and will stay with El Reno as Tori Moore is going to sub back in for Del City.
I don't know how Richardson got to the basket right there.
I don't either. I was thinking the same thing. She went through people.
She did the football carry, and for somehow, some way, she got that shot off. Too bad it didn't go in.
Reno able to keep the basketball. Also in for Del City, by the way, number 4, Raina Lewis has subbed in, the senior off the bench for Coach Mariah White. Cutting underneath, kind of the right idea, but just a little off kilter there as Richardson tried to slip it to Halfred and led her a little too far and at least to a turnover. First look at Sasha Elledge coming in for the Indians, the junior guard. Number 1 replaces Halfred. So Reno's offense just having a hard time, obviously. 2 points on the board in the first 6 minutes. Got to find a way to get some stops and rebounds at this end in the meantime, while the offense tries to figure it out. Here's Morgan on the wing. Corner to Smithers. And they'll back it out to Hunt Smith. Lewis underneath Tori Moore. Kick back out. Sasha Hunt Smith. She'll drive, pulls up from the free throw line. Side of the rim, no good. Long rebound, though, out to Smithers. That was just kind of determination. I mean, just outran everyone for the ball there.
Tell you what, Josh, they're not just getting the tough rebounds. They're getting the bounces to go with it.
Morgan couldn't get that one to roll home, but she then forces another tie-up. Now, it will go to El Reno here, but even there, I mean, you get the tie-up off the missed shot. Morgan will come out. Back in comes McAllister. Bond's also back in, replacing Smithers for the Eagles. 10-2 lead for the home team. Trying to move to within one win of the state tournament next week in the area round. Winner here will go to Moore, by the way, next week for their area round game. That ball stripped away by Hunt-Smith. Just picked her pocket there. Up to Raina Lewis. She'll fire away from deep, too strong. Rebound goes right to Bonds as she lays it home.
I mean, I could have guessed that.
It's unbelievable. We're getting – I don't have a statistician handy. We got to be getting close to double-digit offensive rebounds in the first quarter for the Eagles. It's unreal.
And it's unfortunate because El Reno had a great play offensively there, and that's a
much-needed
three by Richardson, knocking it down from deep, the freshman.
Yeah, Jada Richardson, the sky ball three drops, and you said it. El Reno really needed that, and as kind of tough as it's been, they're only down 7, long way to go, but definitely got to do better on this end, on the glass in particular. But a big shot there to cut it down to 7. Del City going to slow play this, it would seem. Final year of this. We got shot clocks coming next year. Very, very excited. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
We'll see.
But for the time being, this is what you do. And so Del City will take their time. They're going to dribble down and go down to the final shot of this first quarter.
It's funny, the game is all about finding ways to benefit your team in the best way possible. And right here in this situation, you always try to hold for the last second shot. Momentum is important. Now
Did
let's
leave
see what
a
El
few
Reno
seconds
can do.
here. Richardson off. I think this would count. Well, it was not a bad try, but a little too strong. That's going to end the first quarter. A good first quarter, certainly, for the home team. After one, it's Del City 12, El Reno 5, 5A regional final on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, back at John Smith Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Dion Amade on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Appreciate everyone being tuned in wherever you may be watching from, YouTube or oksportsnet.com, various apps, wherever you can find us. Second quarter sponsor as we get going is Bail Bonds by Tamra. If you missed the ball on paying a ticket, call Bail Bonds by Tamra at 405-250-5110. Bail Bonds by Tamra, 15-plus years serving the community. Well, Dion, it would feel like if you're El Reno, you're thinking, man, if we could just get some boards, we're right in this. I mean, we're only down 7 as is, and that's with Del City getting 2, 3, 4 looks every time down right now on offense.
Yeah, and again, home court advantage playing a factor in this situation, but also El Reno having difficulties getting into their offensive sets. You could see even when they do, the active hands and the aggressiveness of Del City has been very effective.
So first possession of the second quarter for the home squad. Del City leading by a touchdown, 12-5. McAllister down the lane, banks it home. Nice. Jordan Ray would smile. He always wants players to use the glass a little more. McAllister did so well there, and a bad turnover here for Reno as the pass just too high for Juliana Thomas. And it goes right back over the Eagles, who lead by 9 now. Addison Uzzy into the game for the first time, junior guard number 0. For Del City, getting some first half run here. Good play there by El Reno. Getting the hand on that was Elledge, leads to a turnover. Long pass ahead, Elledge getting out in front. Good job, Raina Lewis getting back to break that up, but it will stay on the far end with El Reno.
Active hands on both sides of the floor defensively for both of these teams. Good job in this second quarter.
A little bit of a danger zone for El Reno right now. A ton of game left. Oh, that's not going to help. Bad turnover. Just feels like you don't want to, especially, a good team on the road, big stakes, 15, 20-point holes asking a lot, right? So down 9 right now, plenty of time, but you want to reel this thing in.
And those possessions are important. You can't afford to throw any of them away.
Here's Uzzy. McAllister, rocket bounce pass underneath the Bonds. Just had it ripped away by Salas. That was a good, or Thomas, excuse me. That was a good play.
And great job by Jennifer Douglas, the head coach, switching to that 2-3 zone defense right now for El Reno, finding ways to, put Del City in more of trap situations, get a little cluster going in the middle, and giving her her defense a chance there to kind of get some turnovers. You saw it right there.
Yeah, you read my mind. You just seen it. It's produced 2 turnovers already in the first part of this second quarter. So good catch there for sure. 9-point game. Can they get something going on this end? Only 5 points in the first 9 minutes of this one. Almost a turnover, but Thomas able to save it. Off to Laney Wright, trying to find some room. Bounce pass here to Robles. Through some contact, can't finish. Raina Lewis able to just rip that ball away. Eagles have it back. McAllister, nice feed to Bonds. She'll get the layup to go through some contact. Thought she might get the and one. Didn't get it, but got the layup to go anyway. And Del City's got a double-digit point lead for the first time, 16-5. A lot of contact here, as taking a tumble was Thomas. Or no, excuse me, that's Elledge, number 1. Foul on the floor on Del City, their second. Back in comes Kamaya Morgan and Hunt Smith, as McAllister and Moore will take a seat. Coach Mariah White not scared to go to her bench these big games. Already has played 9 players in this game, which is huge. If you're going to make a deep postseason run, especially in state where it's stacks on each other each day, you need more than your starters. You need your bench. That's a travel here, a turnover.
And I think Del City might have gotten away with that one right there. I think Uzzy grabbed her arm and pulled her a little bit. It's a savvy defensive move by her, though.
Here is Uzzy with the basketball. Off to Raina Lewis. Del City no rush. In control right now on their home floor. Final home game of the year for these seniors. A little just mid-range push shot there. Gave her enough room. She said, okay, I'll take it. And Bonds puts it home.
Good job getting your back to the defender on that baseline and finding a way to get a good shot.
Now Uzzy jumps in the passing lane. Leads to a turnover and a fast break off Kamaya Morgan. That layup won't go. But a contact on the arm, and going back to the Toonie Bice House's charity stripe is Kamaya Morgan. So even though, Del City's offense, it hasn't been extremely sharp by any means, they're kind of starting to run away a little bit here because El Reno can't score. Having a hard time getting anything going on that end.
Yeah, you could just see the frustration on their faces
when
they're on the opposite side. Just Del City doing all that they can to be aggressive and get in their faces, and it's affecting that offensive strategy for El Reno.
Back in comes Aaron Romanos along with Gita Richardson, so a couple of starters back in for Coach Douglas and El Reno. Meanwhile, both free throws will drop. It's a 15-point lead here at home for Del City. They've really opened it up. Another bad turnover, and this is what the pressure does. Everything is just hard right now for Reno to get it up the floor, let alone making shots when you get there, but just getting the ball literally into your offense in the half court. That's what Del City does. Hunt Smith from way deep, too strong. She can hit those, though. A lot of players, you might be like, what are you doing? That's her range right there. That's what she likes.
I feel like we have to inform the viewers every time she
Nice
plays.
Left-handed finish for Aaron Romanos. They needed that. As a bucket there for El Reno. That's their first of the second quarter. Try to get a little momentum back. But again, Kamaya Morgan, who has drawn a lot of fouls. She's getting to the line at a very high clip. And she does so again here, going back to the line. First one offline for Kamaya Morgan, a little too strong. Mentioned the winner of this regional will head to Moore Thursday night. It's going to be a 6 p.m. tip for the winner, and that game will be for a spot in the state tournament with whoever they end up meeting there. Turnaround shot doesn't go. The loser of this game will head to Edmond North next Thursday night, and that'll be an elimination game where they need to win that to get to Saturday. And then if you win Saturday, then you go to the state tournament. So obviously it's a different proposition if you win or lose this. Both teams are moving on to next week, but regional champs, it's a lot easier on them to try and get to the state tournament. Free throw good for Wright. Brand new Ogini Coliseum. I haven't still been there yet. I'm excited.
Yeah, I haven't.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things.
All around the state.
People are excited. The big house, a lot of good memories there, but it's time for new digs. And all the state championship games will be there, by the way, every single class over the next 2 weeks. Not every game. That would be impossible. We'll have some sub-sites. 5A, I believe, is going to be at Lloyd Noble Center on the campus of OU. As a turnover here, Mackenzie Smithers, fast break all the way to the rim. Can't finish it. Rebound, though, Hunt Smith hustling down. Kick out, Uzzy for three. Offline, but another rebound for Hunt Smith. Sasha Hunt Smith. She travels there, but at 5'4", gets 2 offensive rebounds. She's just so much fun to watch. And but a turnover there.
You know what happens there, Josh, is when you've played so much basketball, just like Hunt Smith has, you kind of can see where the ball is going off the rim and be able to kind of put yourself in the right position to kind of gather that rebound.
Right. Ball knocked out of bounds, stays with Reno. Tell you what, still, even as clunky as it's been at this end, still just a 12-point game for Reno. Feels like they could find some offense. They could get into this thing pretty quickly. Bad pass from Morgan is picked off by Romanos. And that's a bad foul there as Bonds came in just a little too close. And body checked Thomas into the Del City bench. That's the 14th foul on Del City, by the way. So Reno's going to be in the bonus for the rest of this first half. That could be key. And we got a timeout taken by Coach Douglas. We'll go ahead and take it, too. 4:07 to go until halftime. 12-point lead for the Eagles. 5A regional final on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back at John Smith Fieldhouse. El Reno and Del City, 5A regional final. Shot there for Romanos as it go out of the break for El Reno. Just been tough sledding on offense for the Indians. There's a 3-ball for Kamaya Morgan, not going to fall. No threes yet for Del City. Team that has a few pretty good shooters, but haven't gotten one to go just yet. Reno with 1 on their side in this first half. Josh Calloway, Dion Amate with you. Saturday afternoon hoops. Got a twofer here in Del City. We have the boys regional final tonight with the Eagles hosting the Noble Bears this evening. 7 o'clock tip back here at John Smith Fieldhouse. Kick in the corner to Morgan. She tries to bank it, not going to go, but again, got her own miss. And Del City, if you just tuned in, that's been the story. So many offensive rebounds and second, third, fourth chance opportunities in this first half. And they'll have another one here. Moore on the block. She'll dribble it back out. Hunt Smith thought about firing away, but instead she gives it up. This is, by the way, into the game. I don't have a 22. I just realized that on my roster for Del City. We'll have to check that at halftime. Smithers for 3. Meanwhile, there you go. I spoke that into existence. Mackenzie Smithers with the first Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball of the day for the Eagles, and the lead's back out to 15. Empty trip for Reno. Long pass ahead. Kamaya Morgan, left-hand finish. That'll do. And Del City is running away right now, 26-9. Another turnover. It's an avalanche. Smithers to Morgan. Layup. Oh, she just burned it a little too strong. Almost rushed that a little more than she needed to. But the Eagles lead it by 17. 3 in the corner for El Reno. Back iron no for Ferguson. And a whistle and a foul on the Eagles.
It just seems like El Reno is just so flustered down there on the offensive side.
Final 2:11 if you're El Reno right now. Can we get some positivity, right? Get this thing back to, 12 or less maybe. Feel like we're still in it. Right now, it's a runaway for the home team. We'll see what happens the rest of the way. So a long way to go in this game, but Eagles have just kind of overwhelmed El Reno so far.
And this is something that El Reno needs to do. They need to, they're in the bonus right now. They need to find ways to get to the free throw line, get some points on the board, and cut into this lead before halftime.
That's not going to do it. First one offline. This regional, by the way, lined up with Regional 3, which is Midwest City and MacArthur. Those teams are playing right now on the Oklahoma Sports Network. So the two winners will play each other. The two losers will play each other in the area round. So if you want to, we'll scoreboard watch. We'll check in on that game at halftime. Split trip at the line, so Reno up into double figures at 26-10. There's a turnover. That'll help things for Reno, trailing by 16. Trying to cut into this thing a little bit before halftime. Thomas, strong to the rim, can't get it to fall, but does draw contact and a foul, so some more free throws coming for El Reno. And this is the one thing they've done pretty well is get to the line, and got to take advantage when you get there, but that's one way. They're trying to try and chip away little by little. Get yourself to the line. So Thomas shoots 2. First one wide left. Jada Richardson, the freshman guard, back in, replacing Ferguson. Meanwhile, Smithers will swap back into the game for Del City. Eagles leading by 16 here on their home floor, trying to get back to the state tournament in 2026. 0 for 2 trip, but Roman knows got backed in. She'll get herself some looks at the line as Mackenzie Smithers a little too aggressive on the box out there. Excuse me, this is going to be Elledge going to the line, not Roman knows. Number 1, Sasha Elledge shooting 2 here. But again, not able to capitalize. Oh, she pump faked everyone. And lane violation, so wipe that second one out. So they had 4 free throws there and got nothing out of it. Can't do that.
When it rains,
obviously.
It pours, Josh. That's unfortunate.
It was funny. It seemed like literally every player on the lane got pump faked there. Hunt Smith from way deep. Clackums. That's what she does. Bombs away for Sasha Hunt Smith. It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball. And Del City, after their biggest lead of the night at 29-10. Roman knows trying to answer, can't. The long rebound, Reno Lewis. She'll run. Handoff, Hunt Smith. Pump fake and drive. Had her floater blocked by Roman knows. Somehow saved that on the baseline. But ripped away. Hunt Smith has it back, and she'll back it out. Reno Lewis playing catch. Hunt Smith again. Heat check. Clackums. Oh. Pouring it on here at home. Del City has opened it up big time. 22-point lead. Elliott trying to find anywhere to go. Wild shot here, not going to fall for Thomas. Del City defense just suffocating. El Reno, no room to breathe. Uzi, Hunt Smith, same spot. I thought they was going to heat check that. There we go. Here it is. She wants it. 3 in a row. Too strong. Got to let her have the heat check.
And if you're a good teammate, you know when it's coming.
Layup won't go there. 20 seconds. We'll see if Del City holds. Think they will. Going to be a tall order for El Reno going into this second half. Obviously, it's not an El Reno team that scores a lot. They win on defense. Thursday night against Duncan, they only scored 36, I think it was, in the win over Duncan, but they held Duncan into the teens. I mean, that's how they win, but that's tougher to do with Del City. Final seconds. Uzzy fires away. Too strong. Right to Smithers. Oh, I think it almost surprised her. It bounced off right in her lap, and she can't finish it, but it's all smiles for the home team as they dominate that first half, and they've got a huge 22-point lead at the break in this 5A regional final. All right, we'll step aside for a quick break. We'll be back shortly. We'll check some of the other regional finals that are in progress as we speak, especially that Midwest City MacArthur one, because that's the one that lines up with our game here. We'll step aside. We'll set the table for the second half in just a little bit. Del City 32, El Reno 10 in this 5A regional final on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
All right, back in Del City, Oklahoma. John Smith Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Dion Amate with you. Just moments away from getting the second half started between Del City and El Reno. 32-10 lead for the home team. Some other scores want to hit in the 5A postseason. We mentioned this regional is lined up with the Midwest City regional. Right now, the Bombers are on top of Lawton Mac, 37-26 on the Oklahoma Sports Network. So if that were to hold, it would be an all mid-Del affair, which is always fun in the area around Del City, Midwest City. Obviously, Bombers and Eagles both still with work to do, but that's the way it lines up right now. That would mean El Reno would play Lawton Mac in an elimination game next week if that were to hold. Carl Albert, meanwhile, speaking of Mid-Del, absolutely smashing Bishop McGuinness, 53-21. The Titans all over the Irish in that one seem to be well on their way. Booker T. Washington girls leading 32-24 on top of Edison Prep. Newcastle, who we saw a month ago, personally, I think maybe my favorite in 5A. They're really, really good with their length. 35-13. They're beating up on Altus right now on OSN, so the Racers look like they're going to be in good shape to be a regional champion. Some other games out east. Glenpool on top of Coweta, 37-10. Shawnee leads Durant, 20-16. And East Central on top of Collinsville, 15-13. Obviously, all those games are regional finals, so everyone's going to be moving on to next week. But like we said, you win, you're in much better shape to try and get to the state tournament. We'll make sure, again, we thank our title sponsor, which is Whataburger on Douglas. Appreciate them helping us bring you these Mid-Del postseason basketball games. Like we said, take advantage of the Whata deals like the Big Ranch Wrap, Whata Chicken Bites, Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr., any of those over at Whataburger. And, of course, again, our title sponsor, which is the Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines podcast, helping us bring you these postseason games. So it's about ready to start the second half, 32-10 lead in favor of the home team. Dion, what can you say, if anything, for Reno? I mean, they're in a big hole here, obviously. A lot of work to do.
Very big hole. I mean, first of all, let's be optimistic. Some of the things that I did like in the first half is El Reno going to that 2-3 zone defense. It seemed to give Del City a little bit of trouble, so they need to kind of continue with that. But they need to find ways to, make that offense go. Got to find ways to get some points on the board.
Third quarter brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. Scan the QR code on the screen up in the upper right-hand corner. Give them a call at 405-733-7671 for a free quote. All right, back to it. Second half here. Josh Calloway, Dion Amade, Blake Unruh on the camera. 32-10 lead for Del City, trying to claim a regional title. And a turnover here for Reno out of the gates. Thought that would be a backcourt violation, and ended up getting a jump ball out of it.
That was a bad pass.
That was very fortunate for El Reno. They somehow got possession. Oh, no, the arrow's going to favor Del City. Okay.
Bad pass by El Reno there and trying to get out of transition. Get out of the trash and just throws the ball a little too far ahead.
Del City first possession of the second half, leading 32-10. Sanaya Bonds working down. Had her shot blocked from behind by Aaron Roman Nose. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles.
Good defense by Roman Nose.
Tori Moore off the inbound. Jakiah McAllister. Left side. Hunt Smith. Three ball too strong. She had a couple in the first half, not able to connect there.
Rough screen over there. Did you see that, Josh?
Yeah, it was in my peripherals. I saw a body go flying.
Oh, golly, I'm glad to see Thomas get up off the ground on that one.
Indians have it back. Hallie Ferguson double teamed in the corner. Underneath to Laney Wright. Turnaround shot won't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds back to Del City.
I don't know what happened there. She had a teammate wide open right next to her, and it's got to be a communication issue because you at that situation, not only does your teammate, but the bench has to start screaming,
Sure.
"She's open, pass it," and
Sure.
she just gets locked in on the basket, and they come away with no points once again.
Good job there on defense by Ferguson, anticipating that pass and intercepting it. Ball knocked out of bounds will stay with El Reno. So Indians force a turnover. Offense just been tough to come by for Reno. 5 points in the first quarter, 5 points in the second quarter. And obviously yet to score in this third, 90 seconds in. Ball pinballs out of bounds, back over to El Reno, or will stay with El Reno, I should say.
Those long passes don't work against the athleticism of Del City.
Juliana Thomas brings it up for Reno. Gives it up to Ferguson. Driving through some contact, and she gets hit on the arm, and she'll go to the free throw line. So Hallie Ferguson will shoot two here. As Reno trying to just chip away a little bit. Best you can do right now. Obviously, you're not going to score 22 in some big clip. You got to find a way to just keep plugging away and hope you look up and you're back in it. But you got to make your free throws. Another one off for Ferguson.
Again, we don't have a statistician up here.
They've missed a lot. I think they're probably sub 50%, if I had to guess. A lot of missed free throws.
That's a good guess.
Mackenzie Smither set to come back in for Del City. This one also off. So an 0-for-2 trip there for the Indians at the line. Still stuck on 10 points. McAllister in the corner. Swing around to Sasha Hunt-Smith. Tori Moore. Another one of those seniors playing her final game on this floor. That's going to be a foul on a three as Kamaya Morgan got bumped to the ground. Just a bit too strong of a closeout there by Hallie Ferguson.
She just didn't take the proper angle when she was trying to contest that shot.
So 3 Toonie Buys Houses free throws for Kamaya Morgan, who has gotten herself to the free throw line quite a bit tonight. First one offline. First of two here at John Smith Fieldhouse. We'll have the boys regional title tonight at 7 as the Eagles will host Noble. Interesting matchup there. Look forward to seeing how that shakes out if Noble can try to spring a road upset. As the free throws, second one is good, so everyone can catch their breath for a little bit, maybe grab a bite to eat in between games. Probably what I'm going to do. Be back for the nightcap.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Like to have the gap between the games in the schedule because a lot of schools, obviously, the boys and girls are different places, so it gives fans and parents, all that sort of thing, a chance to travel if need be. 3 ball here for El Reno, top of the key, right on line, but too strong for Jada Richardson. The long rebound out to Hunt Smith. She'll go fly down the floor, layup off target, and out of bounds it back to El Reno. So good job by the Indians hustling back. I do feel like their defense has gotten better. Like, they're making it tough, but they're just not scoring. I mean, that's a simple analysis on my part, but that's they've slowed Del City's offense down a little bit, but not scoring enough to make up any ground.
And
a wild shot there. Wow. She got her own miss. That was an air ball. That should have been a travel. Roman knows for 3, not able to capitalize.
And here's the thing. Sometimes you just have an off night shooting offensively, and it's unfortunate when that happens in the playoffs. But you got to find ways to get points on the board, and that one of those ways is going to the free throw line, and they haven't succeeded at that either.
Morgan from the elbow knocks it down as that one rattles halfway out, in, out, back in. Friendly bounce there. And the Eagles lead it by 26. Here right at the rim, Wright not able to finish. Just too strong trying to bank that shot home. Morgan in the corner will fire away. Offline, rebound though, Bonds, and she spins and gets hit and is going to go back to the line. Sanaya Bonds with the offensive rebound and some more free throws coming. And we talk about how good Bonds is on the glass. It's been a huge part of Del City's team. Was last year as well when they went to the state tournament, and have been again this year certainly. And she's going back to the line here.
You got to commend Bond on that offensive rebound and just going straight up with it.
Yeah,
One
right.
move, turns the elbow, tries to create space, and just goes straight up with it and draws the foul.
First one no good for Bond. Second one on the way. Also off. Del City hasn't really shot it great from the line either, but they've been better in other areas. Rebound Morgan out to Hunt Smith, who walks into a three, can't hit. Rebound rolls out of bounds. They're going to say that goes off of Thomas, so it's going to stay with Del City again. And El Reno just, there's been a lot of things that have hurt them in this game. I would feel like the inability to get rebounds on the defensive end has been as painful as anything, because Del City has just gotten multiple looks every time down. Really hard to beat anyone that way. I mean, the shots attempted has to be 2-1, if not close to 3-1. Shot in the corner offline. There's a rebound for the Indians as Laney Wright pulls down the board. Thomas back the other way for Reno, trying to find some offense. Haven't yet scored in this second half. And they're going to say McAllister getting a little too into the jersey of Richardson. Second team foul on the Eagles in this third quarter. McAllister will come out. Reno Lewis back in. She just lost track of where she was on the floor. Dribbled her right into the backcourt.
And that's the type of game it's been for Reno, unfortunately. Just some situations where you kind of ask, where's their head at?
I know.
You know?
And it's so foreign. I mentioned, we see El Reno in these playoff games every year, and they're so good every year. Two-time defending champs. And so they've obviously still had a good season. I mean, they're 14-9. They finished in the top half of their district. Got a playoff win the other night. They're going to area next week. But just to see mistakes like that is odd. Bonds down the baseline. Not going to go. Lewis the rebound, but had her shot blocked by Roman Nose. And it'll go out of bounds and back over to El Reno. Nice block there by Aaron Roman Nose. Aaron's older brother, Carter, really good player for a long time on the boys' side. Some of those really good El Reno teams that just had wars with all the Mid-Del schools the last few years. Collision on a foul. You ever been out to El Reno's gym for any reason?
No.
I had never been there until last year. I went out there. Midwest City played out there last year. The steepest stands, I guess you'll call it, of anywhere I've been in Oklahoma. I mean, it is straight up.
Steeper than Newcastle's?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's straight up. As I was going up, I was thinking, man, if you took a tumble on this thing, it'd be devastating.
Falling forever.
It's also, they were like stone, too. They're like stone concrete, like just begging for disaster. Great environment, though, out there. Reno has a really, really good fan base.
Richardson loses control of the ball there, and luckily enough for El Reno, they have the possession arrow.
Over halfway home in this third quarter, Reno has still not yet scored. Now, Del City's only scored 4 on their side. It's been a very tough offensive quarter for both teams, but you're fine with that. If you're Del City, you're chilling because you got a 26-point lead right now. Right at the top, she goes down the baseline, tries to bank it, not going to fall. And Del City's defense, I haven't seen, how many open shots has El Reno taken?
Not much.
Not much. It's just been tough. Hunt Smith, here's an open shot for 3, not able to hit. Rare to see her miss one. You wonder if she almost feels out of her element being that close to the three-point line. Tie up here will keep it with the Eagles. Back in for El Reno, Sasha Elledge and Maya Robles. As the Eagles seemingly well on their way to a 22nd win of the season and being just one win away from getting back to the state tournament here in 2026. Kamaya Morgan for 3 in the corner, too strong. Long rebound out to Smithers. We're going to get a timeout taken by Coach White, sneaking that in on the sideline. It's a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it, too. 3:08 to go in the third. Dill City in command on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Back here at John Smith Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Dion Amade on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 5A Girls Regional Final on the west side of the bracket. All Eagles, 36-10, cruising over the Indians right now. 4 West Regionals in action. They're all on the Oklahoma Sports Network because they all feature OSN teams. We've been spoiled this year. A lot of good teams on the network. Newcastle, Midwest City, and Carl Albert, all hosts, all playing right now, all winning right now. So we might have a lot of representation at the state tournament this year on the west side. And, of course, there's 4 East Regionals in action as well. 4 teams from each side of the state will make up the 8 teams in the state tournament bracket, which starts 2 weeks from last Thursday, so 12 days from now. 5A is going to do the old school traditional Thursday, Friday, Saturday this year in the state tournament. Just boom, boom, boom. There's no gaps in it. As we have a foul here going to be put on Del City. They're going to say it's an intentional foul on Bonds. I didn't really see it very clearly.
After the whistle, there was a little bit of a shove that happened after a great defensive possession by El Reno.
Officials are discussing. And so Reno, I believe, it looks like, Jada Richardson is ready to go shoot some free throws. Should be 2 free throws in the ball, I believe, for the Indians. As Coach Mariah White trying to calm down Sanaya Bonds a little bit here. Looks like Roman knows he's going to take the free throws. Did you happen to watch the Thunder last night? Just the Jokic scuffle last night?
I did not.
You did not?
I did not.
You got to find that. Jokic and Lou Dort in a little bit of a tussle yesterday. Didn't quite have that here, but
did Jokic's brothers happen to show up?
That's the thing, is that I'd be scared to get on the wrong side of that family. Free throw will roll home, so El Reno finally able to crack the scoreboard in this second half as Roman Nose rolls that one in. And the second one will also trickle home, so a 2-for-2 trip at the line for Roman Nose. And Reno will keep the possession here with 2:51 to play in the third. Elledge pass into the backcourt. It's over and back again. We've seen that twice now in this third quarter, for El Reno. And again, just mistakes, just sloppy.
And then those long passes, lobbing them like that gives the defense too much opportunity to react. Kind of have to put it in there.
Raina Lewis handles it for the Eagles. Nice ball movement here. Lisa Hunt-Smith did a good job moving without the basketball down in the painted area and got bumped. And so she'll go back to the Toonie Buys House's charity stripe to try and add to this Del City lead. Eagles haven't, I mentioned earlier, they haven't exactly been lighting up offensively in this quarter either. Only have 4 points on the board, but they can add to it here as Hunt-Smith hits the first one. Second one offline, but guess what? An offensive rebound from Mackenzie Smithers. And Del City another look, gets it back off the feed from Lewis. Too strong on the 3 ball, but able to be ran down by Hunt Smith. Time of possession is more of a football stat, but I got to feel like the time of possession pretty heavily with the Eagles here. It's been on their end of the floor a lot.
A lot.
Del City doing their best to just kind of play keep away here, work that clock down, milk this thing as they're obviously way out in front here, leading by 25, more than tripling El Reno on the scoreboard right now. Ball on the deck. We got bodies strewn about. And I think we're going to get a jump ball called, and the arrow will give it over to El Reno. Uzzy set to come back in for Del City. Also going to get the first action of the night for Iana Applewhite, the 6'2 junior, number 30, swapping in. There's Sasha Elledge for El Reno. Good feed underneath to Robles, who gets hit and fouls. A good pass, slipping it between a couple Del City defenders, and Robles gets hit, and she'll shoot a couple of free throws here.
She almost missed her opportunity there to get that ball up. She was double teamed down low, just able to, find a small window, pull back, and get that ball up off the glass.
Free throw for it. Robles is home. Heading to the fourth quarter in Midwest City, by the way, just across town, about 10 minutes from here. Bombers leading it 55-37 on Lawton Max. So barring a big comeback there, looks like it's going to be an all Mid-Del affair in the area round, which is certainly fun for us on OSN. Two schools about 10 minutes apart playing a game that big is fun.
Boys or girls?
Girls.
Got to make a difference. You got to reference that.
I got you.
Just
he's understood.
Was it though, Josh?
Long two ball for Sasha Elledge. That's El Reno's first field goal of the second half. That was a good shot by Sasha Elledge. This quarter is actually even at 5-5. One of the lower scoring quarters I've seen all season. Just kind of been tough sledding for both teams, which in Del City's defense, they've been really slow playing their possessions, not in any big rush. Kind of really more focusing on the clock more than points really at this point. Here's Raina Lewis for three on the wing. Side of the rim, no good. Log rebound out, saved by Uzzy, but right to Roman nose. Into the final minute here of the third. Thomas, handoff. Romano steps into a three ball. Good-looking shot, but not able to hit on it. Rebound was pulled in by Richardson, but she has it poked loose, and the Eagles have it back. Final half minute of the third. Underneath to Applewhite. Turnaround. That's a travel for Iana Applewhite. Good on Maya Robles there, is kind of standing her ground, not giving her anywhere to go. Forced the steps. And a turnover back to the Eagles, or the Indians, excuse me. Richardson has it for El Reno. Getting all the way to the rim there. Oh, how about that with the roll? That'll play. Look at that on the Triple Elite screen printing instant replay.
She had to fight hard for that basket. Does just enough to get it up in the air. Gets the whistle and the bucket to foul.
That was nicely done. Triple Elite screen printing, by the way, our instant replay sponsor. Find world-class designs and hot new styles at Triple Elite Screen Printing. So Reno's in position to win this quarter, but unfortunately they didn't win it by enough. They're trying to. It's an uphill battle for the first half. Free throw no good. Rebound pulls out by Del City. They have enough time here. And a foul in the backcourt. El Reno still had one to give, so not too damaging. If anything, it gives them a chance to set up their defense a little bit. 6.8 on the clock here. 20-point lead for the home team. Hallie Ferguson back in for El Reno, replacing Richardson. As Hunt Smith will walk it up, she's willing to fire away. Off to Uzzy, swing across Reno Lewis. 3-ball here at the end of the buzzer. Clackums bombs away Reno Lewis. Whoa.
And you can see the depth, and she was ready to shoot. As the shooter, you always have to be ready to hoist that thing up, and with the time expiring, she puts that bucket away.
Bobby Lewis, 3-ball at the buzzer. And Del City did end up winning the quarter, believe it or not, after I said that at the end. 40-17 lead after 3. We'll step aside. Back for the 4th. Del City looking like they're well on their way to a regional title on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Back here at John Smith Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Dion Amade on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 5A Girls Regional Final. All home squad right now. They lead it 40-17 as we head to the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter presented by Titan Storage. Titan Secure Storage, the fourth quarter sponsor, a veteran and operator-owned business in East Oklahoma City. Their honor and responsibility to serve the community with care and lots of discount options at Titan Secure Storage. Your treasures aren't just secure, they're Titan Secure. Visit at www.titanstorage.ok.com or give them a call at 405-987-8673 for more information. We head to the fourth. Del City in command, leading by 23 on their home floor. Reno Lewis speeds off to Applewhite, who just looks like she wasn't ready for it.
She was not.
Took her eye off it a little bit there. Now Reno has the ball back, trailing by 23. Thomas handles it. Some contact here and a foul going against the Eagles. For any Reno fans who are tuned in, by the way, and I know Reno, I believe, has their own broadcast on Squirtle, I do believe. So we probably don't have a lot of Reno folks tuned in, maybe some, I don't know. But they are lined up to play Lawton Mac girls next week. We should have that game. I'm not going to speak out of turn, but Lawton Mac's also our school, so we probably will have that game. So if you're Reno, we'll probably have them next week as well, as that shot will go there for the Indians.
Sasha gets another one to go off the glass.
Some nice things, yeah, off the bench in this game. Sasha Elledge, nice finish there. Here's Uzzy, who's played a lot of minutes off the bench for Coach White and the Eagles today. Pass wide of the mark and out of bounds. A turnover for the home team. And Reno going to keep on battling. Program with championship medal like we talked about pregame. Last 2 state titles. Foul here on the Eagles. Second team foul here early on in this fourth quarter. Deanna and I will be back later this evening for the boys' regional final. 7 o'clock tip on the air about 6:55.
Yeah, after that early supper.
I'll be ready for it. I had a bit of an early lunch today, too, so I'm ready.
Might have to check out that Whataburger.
We might have to. There's one, I think it's only about 5 minutes from here, I'm pretty sure.
Might have to go check it out,
I'm
Josh.
interested. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll go back over to Reno. And Coach White, I think it's probably a good sign that you got a big lead, but getting a little loosey-goosey here early part of this fourth quarter.
Loosey-goosey?
A little bit.
How did you feel when you said that?
Felt pretty good about it. Felt pretty apt. Felt online there. So timeout here. I think it's just 30 seconds. We'll stay here. 6:27 to play here in the fourth. Appreciate everyone being tuned in on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Fun time of year, final day of February. State tournaments actually start next week on the lower level, Class A and B on Tuesday at the great OG&E Coliseum, the brand new facilities. Forward to getting out there. I'm excited to see it. Those small school, the whole town basically gets out there for those games. Always kind of cool. Meanwhile, the big classes will be in area round next week, trying to punch their ticket for the following week. And it looks like Del City going to have 2 shots to win 1 next week, Thursday night in Moore. Scores hold. It'll be against Midwest City, a 6 p.m. tip against the Bombers on Thursday night. With the winner moving on to the state tournament. The loser, though, will have another shot on Saturday to try and still get there. And, of course, once you get there, you're there. You don't have to worry about it. It's one and done once you're in the state tournament. So you just got to get there. Scoop layup here doesn't go for Elledge. Rebound, Robles, turnaround, not able to drop. Kamaya Morgan pulls down the rebound. Was 12-5 Eagles after 1, 32-10 at the break, 40-17 as we started this final frame. Elledge tried to get underneath to Ferguson. It was deflected, and a turnover for the Eagles.
Great hustle by Lewis, though, for Del City. It's 2 attempts at stealing the ball, and then she finally gets the steal right then and there.
Smithers passes deflected and stolen again by El Reno. They're going to run down the floor. And a foul here going to be put on Hunt Smith as Thomas goes strong to the rim and draws contact and a foul. Some free throws coming for Juliana Thomas. Now Reno still trying to just chip away a little bit here. At least try to take some positive vibes with them into next week. As that free throw off. Whistle here out of bounds. It'll stay down here with El Reno off the missed free throw. Elledge with the basketball. Turnaround shot. That'll go.
Nice.
Some nice stuff, yeah, from the junior guard, Sasha Elledge.
She's the only one that's, contributed some really key points in the second half.
I think the frustrating thing for El Reno coming out of this game that will probably bother you a little bit if you're Coach Douglas is that if you just cleaned up, you're still only, 19 is not a small number, but how sloppy it was offensively for most of this game and the rebounding, the free throw shooting, if you just played cleaner, you could very well be within 7-8 right now and feel like you have a chance.
I think a lot closer than that.
Yeah. So that's kind of the frustrating thing, but also I guess if you want to spin it in a little bit more of a positive thing a little bit too going into next week, where if you're El Reno, you go try to beat Lawton Mac on Thursday and then see what you can do on Saturday to try and get back to the state tournament. Another turnover forced by El Reno's defense, which you noted the adjustment there before that second quarter, and it's been really pretty good since then. Another foul on Del City. They're fouling a lot here. The lead is big enough, it's probably not going to matter, but if you were going to let a team back in, they're kind of doing it. They're turning it over. They're fouling a lot. El Reno's into the bonus now with 4:35 left. Sasha Elledge with the basketball here, who's played a nice second half, but a turnover there as Reno Lewis able to pick her pocket. Off to Hunt Smith in the corner. Kamaya Morgan. Shot not going to drop. Ball knocked out of bounds and will stay with Del City.
I'm surprised that she passed up that 3 attempt.
Yeah.
She was wide open, and you've seen her, attempt a couple of those shots. I think she's knocked one down earlier in the contest.
Yeah, I believe so. Lewis off to Hunt Smith. Be thinking about where you want to go for the Whataburger Player of the Game, by the way. I don't know where to go.
I think I know.
Here's Morgan again, taking one deep, not going to drop.
That 3 ball would have helped a lot more.
Midway point of the 4th. There's contact and a foul that will send Jada Richardson back to the line with 3:54 on the clock.
I really liked that play in transition. The fake to the corner and then going up and taking the contact. I think that was the right decision and a good one for a young freshman to make.
So Jada Richardson will shoot 2 as El Reno continues to just try and chip away here. Knock another one down. Lewis out. Back in comes McAllister. Second one not going to drop. And they're going to get a foul on Elledge, kind of getting on the back of Tori Moore there. That's actually the first foul on El Reno in this 4th quarter. Just on the floor, obviously, so Del City keeps the possession, leading by 18, trying to salt this one away. That's not going to help. Another turnover. El Reno's, they're doing everything they can to battle back. They're forcing lots of turnovers, but a turnover of their own here as Elledge just loses her dribble out of bounds. Juliana Thomas will swap back in along with Aaron Roman-Nose as Elledge and Robles will take a seat. Really good minutes from Elledge. Off the bench for El Reno. But she'll take a breather for now at least with 3:35 and counting to play. Reno Lewis rocket down to Uzi on the free throw line. Gives it back out to her. Tori Moore's shot too strong. Rebound Laney Wright. Lewis able to come break up the pass, but went right back to Wright. Now Reno has it back with 3:10 left. Still trying to battle their way and make this thing a little interesting here down the stretch. We need to make some shots. Nice cut from Wright. And she can't quite get it to go, but does draw contact. Boy, if that could have got that and one, that would have got a good little boost here.
The extra dribble I don't think was necessary, and it kind of cost her the made bucket, in my opinion.
So Laney Wright, the senior forward, shooting 2. Tell you what, I mean, right now, Reno, I guess I'm making the same point a different way. The way they're playing right now, if it was like this earlier, they're making a little more free throws, they're forcing turnovers, and they're chipping away, but it feels like too little too late with only 3 minutes left.
Yeah, and if we're going to be, honest here, Del City's definitely taking their foot off the gas.
Yeah, that's also fair. The intensity has dropped a little bit. Hunt Smith going to her right. She'll fire from the free throw line. Halfway down and out. Tori Moore, there's a rebound. Had her shot blocked. But it's going to be a foul on Roman-Nose, who doesn't love the call. And so Tori Moore will get herself some Toonie Bice House's free throws with 2:43 to play. I think that banked in. Kind of tough from our angle here. I think that was a banked in free throw. And we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. That was the plan. Second one too strong off the back iron. Leads at 17 for the Eagles. Wild left-hand shot, not going to go for Thomas. That was really tough. Off the glass, no good. The Eagles have it back. Reno Lewis in the corner to Kamaya Morgan. And Del City not going to be in any hurry here as they try to just keep on melting that clock down and get on to next week. Lewis drives down the lane. Floater not going to go. Got her own miss. Handoffs. Hunt Smith across to Morgan on the elbow. Offensive rebounding, a major storyline tonight. Hunt Smith's three there doesn't go. Eagles did use about 30 seconds there, though, as we're under 2 minutes to go. Three ball for Ferguson in the corner. Oh, boy, that was as in as a shot can be, and it rattled out.
That's just the type of afternoon it's been for Reno.
Exactly.
Great no-look pass by Thomas. Just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
I mean, halfway down doesn't really do that justice. It was 3/4 down. I don't even know how it could bounce out at that point. Final 90 seconds from John Smith Fieldhouse. Foul here on the floor. Midwest City, by the way, winners officially over Lawton MacArthur. So that means it'll be Del City, Midwest City, Thursday night, 6 p.m. tip at Moore High School for a spot in the 5A state tournament. I think that'll probably be a pretty good environment on Thursday night. That'll be cool. As for Reno, they'll take on Lawton Mac in an elimination game, 7:30 Thursday night at Edmond North, which is one of my favorite gyms in Oklahoma. I love Edmond North. Have you been out there for any reason?
I definitely have been.
Great.
Edmond North a bunch of
Great
times.
facilities.
And they always have a good team.
Yes, great people out there, too. They've always been. We've been out there in the past for playoff games, always been very accommodating. And so that'll be a great setup for that game on Thursday night. Good ball movement leads to a bucket at the rim for the Eagles. Back out to 19 in the final 45 seconds. So it'll be a Reno Lawton Mac. That'll be 7:30 Thursday night. That's an elimination game. Winner go home for those two teams, with the winner getting on to Saturday, where they'll play for a spot in the state tournament against someone who lost earlier in the night there in Edmond North. Shot doesn't go here, and a foul on Morgan getting into the back of Richardson, with just 27 seconds to go. A couple more free throws for the freshman Jada Richardson. Tell you what, we talk about this being a pretty old Reno team, but this freshman Richardson, who started for Reno tonight, exciting player. I mean, a lot of career in front of her. Just a freshman, lots and lots of basketball. Only going to get immensely better with each year. Probably going to be a pretty darn good player for Reno in due time. Already a very solid one. This is the first free throw here. Second one on the way. Also left short. Rebound Morgan. And they can probably dribble it out from here. We'll see if Del Reno wants to force the issue or if Del City wants to shoot the basketball, but certainly don't need to. As Uzzy handles it in the final 10 seconds. Over to Kamaya Morgan. And Uzzy will hold it, and that'll do it. Del City wins it 43-24, and they are regional champions in their home regional and will be one win away from the state tournament next Thursday night in the area round. 22-5 Marco Reno falls down to 14-10. Let's give out our Whataburger Player of the Game. Whataburger on 15th Street. Celebrate your game day wins this holiday with the sweet blackberry flavor of the new Frosted Berry Whata Fresher from Whataburger. You earned it. 5925 Southeast 15th Street, Midwest City. Go for it.
I mean,
give it out.
I think, the person that, did a good job getting to the free throw line,
got to the line a lot.
Got to the line a lot,
yes.
Had opportunities, and defensively was great with especially her hands in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kamaya Morgan, did a phenomenal job.
I'm with you.
So I think she's our Whataburger Player of the game.
Yeah, she was very good. Like you said, got to the line a lot, hit some big shots. I'm with it. Obviously, was going to the defensive end as well, as they're giving out the trophies here for regional runner-up and the regional champion trophy. Will go over to Del City in just a moment, but I'm with you. Kamaya Morgan, our Whataburger Player of the Game. That's a big honor because you get to go home with one of these free honey butter chicken biscuit.
Oh, it's like gold.
Coupons. That's better than money.
Yeah,
that's better than money. And so that's it as Del City gets their regional champion trophy. Final home game on this floor for those seniors. Sasha Hunt-Smith fittingly holding the trophy. Played a lot of good basketball here for a long time. She goes out a winner on her home floor team photo as we speak. Well, that's it for us in game one. We'll be back tonight, 7 o'clock tip for Del City Noble on the boys' side of things. Deion and I will be on the air about 6:55. Set the table for that one as we'll hit lineups and get you all ready for the boys' regional championship. Should be a fun game. Looking forward to that one later on this evening. But that's it for now. For Deion Amade, Blake Unruh working the camera. I'm Josh Calloway. Del City wins it 43-24. They are one win away from getting back to the state tournament. We'll be back tonight for the boys' regional final. Del City and Noble, we'll see you then. But for now, good night, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Oklahoma Sports Network.